me for the worse out that I've developed a very negative attitude. But it,
But it's
it's the
like I'm not like.
but it's really messed up. I'm like and I would say to these people like it's people like you is why so many people are disinterested in Christianity. Like
Yeah.
here I am doing what's right because it's right, and I don't need another reason to do so. And here you are, right? Like, saying messed up things, and
Being an absolute
it's
dickhead.
like,
Come on, stream.
it's like, and you know, I would like to play the have you read a Bible lately card
No, you haven't.
because
Apparently
I live my life accordingly. But what
I think-
about you?
Okay, did Discord cut me off? Cause
Yes, it did.
yeah.
Well, yes, please
Bas-
continue.
basically, what I was saying was like I'm not like super religious or anything, but like
Oh my god, stream, come
this
on.
like wouldn't God not want such terrible things to happen to someone? Like, am I
Yeah.
missing something?
Yeah,
He won.
like, and then it's like, okay, I get that you. And then here's the other thing too, where like the big misconception, people are like, well, we should love our neighbor. It's like, yes, but you must also do what's right because it's right. Like when God gave the 10 Commandments of do not steal, right? Okay, you can't say, oh, I love my neighbor, and then allow people to steal. Like that is inconsistent.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any real sense. But yet, for some reason, people think like, and this is where like, I don't know, hot topic, but like when people like talk about like Black Lives Matter is a good example, right?
Oh,
And a lot of people say like, well, Christians should support this movement. It's like, have you actually read the Black Lives Matter manifesto? Everything about it is anti-Christian. How can you possibly support these people?
come on, stream.
If you actually read the manifesto, there's a whole part of it that talks about how the community overrides, or sorry, the collective thought overrides the nuclear family model. And so the idea of Black Lives Matter is that it deconstructs the nuclear family in favor of people being raised by the collective mind. I'm like, you know, that's very antithetical to the Bible. If any of you have actually read a Bible, you know, because one of the 10 Commandments is honor your parents.
And Moon Knight said, not sure if anyone saw, but like he said, like he hates when people are like, who are you to tell me I can't steal? Like,
Oh,
but like the real question is, bitch, who are you stealing a $2 shampoo bottle?
yeah, basically.
Yeah.
But of course, and the stupidest thing about being a security guard is that like people will always use like if you say something smart ass to someone, it will always be used against you.
Yeah.
And
And
that's probably
and
that's probably why I'll never. That's probably why I'll never like work like retail or security or any of that because I'd be too much of a smart ass, and then I would probably get
Oh,
fired.
don't worry, dude. At retail, when you work that year, smartass, I got complaints from so many people of my smartass attitude. Like,
Well, I remember like I've thrown
Alright.
a few smart ass comments, and it has gotten me knife threats.
Yeah, I know. Some company Johnny actually got a death threat.
Well,
when he was working every time.
Actually, a lot of security guards get death threats frequently. Like it's
Yeah.
almost
By
like
the way,
like when I was working at that McDonald's, if I did not get a death threat, I would consider that a good shift. That's how low the bar is.
Yikes!
It's like if I did not get a death threat that day, I'd be like, oh, I had a great shift.
Today was good.
Today was good.
Today was a good day. I got no death threats.
Oh, apparently Art can still hear me.
Yeah.
Oh, right, because the stream's back on, right? It fixed
Yeah.
itself. No, sorry.
You want to know
the
something?
thing-
You want to know something fucked up? You want to know why
What's
the
up?
stream is running good so far? It's because I'm literally pressing down on my Wi-Fi thing. I'm pressing down on it.
Maybe you need to fix like a cord thing or something. I don't know.
No,
It's
no,
weird.
no.
Right.
I have this adapter. You know, this USB adapter for Wi-Fi. And
Oh.
I'm literally holding it down right now, and that's the reason why the stream is actually going good.
I think you need to replace that thing from the looks of it.
Yeah, I think I do.
Because like
Your
this shit's been very inconsistent with
Yeah.
CKs.
your USB is a bottom.
But you know, the reason why I tell this story arc, you missed part of it because the stream died, and I was telling the story, but then the stream cut off. But like, the reason why like I've developed a very negative attitude as of late was because of like the amount of like. Not only would I get like constant death threats and crap like that, but like from like people that should be on my side. And it's bad. It's so bad.
Getting a death threat as a security guard is basically a rite of passage.
Yeah, I mean it's partly true, but it's so sad, right? Like, and people treat it like no, it's a regular thing. I had a guy say to a child, like I was kicking a guy out of a restaurant, and he looked at this child and said to this child, "You know what kind of security guard is a good one? A dead one."
Mhm.
Like,
Wow.
you don't just walk up to a child and say shit like that. Like, what's wrong with you?
A child.
A child.
Alright.
Because of course you gotta teach children at a young age that you don't trust authority figures, right? So, and
why you gotta be like
so
that is my
fucking-
question.
well, because People- but at the same time, like this is acceptable behavior to a lot of people.
People are so fucking.
It's so messed up. It's like it's really messed up, and so I was.
It's funny. It's funny too because when you do it to them, suddenly it's a problem.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. If you say something to someone, and then people, and the worst part is that bystanders will use it against you, like they're not on your side. It's like, what's wrong with you people? Like, you know, these people would steal from you, if they were given any given chance, and you would defend them. Like, what's wrong with you, right?
Why would you defend something that's been stolen from you?
Iris's tome, go.
I can't believe it. My stream's running good because then the only reason why is because I'm literally pressing down on my Wi-Fi adapter.
Electronic. The reason why people don't trust the police more often than not is because people are just told that no, we are entitled to do what we want.
And not to mention that some kids being
Boomers.
raised, some kids are being raised that do not trust the police.
Because the idea is, who are they to tell you what to do? You can do whatever you want. But, you know, here's my religious hot take. You're not a free person if you think you can do whatever you want, which is essentially why God gave Israel the laws in the Old Testament. You're actually not free if you think you can do whatever you want.
Also, Ark said, Mikey, you're my favorite security guard. You serve
Wow.
better. God bless you.
Well, thank you. You are a rare, special individual to actually think positively. Because I was telling this story, but then the stream died. I've gotten, I get like shit from Christians because I'm a security guard, which is really
Oh,
messed
boy.
up. I'm like, okay,
Like, why does it like? I never.
go ahead.
I don't get that. Like, why use that in it? I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I see those types of Christians all the fucking time, where they have a problem with like everything people do,
But it's
and
like,
it's like, bro, who cares? Who
well,
cares?
no. Here's the thing though. It's like, well, hold up a second. Like, the bigger problem for me is not that we have problems with things, because everybody has problems with something. That's not the issue. The issue is, one, you're really inconsistent in what you have problems with, and two, have you actually done any research of what you should be mad about, right? Like, for example, as a Christian, it's why I'm so serious about, like, do not steal, right? Like, it's in the Ten Commandments and is one of the most important rules of the Bible because you cannot run a society if people steal, right? So, do not steal is a big deal. So, why are there other Christians who don't treat it like it's a big deal? It's like, no.
Okay, what's a good C skill that I could give to Nino here?
What do you have so far?
Okay, let's see. On Nino,
Also,
I have Green Infantry Duel Desperation.
No, just C skills. What I know she starts with Hone Attack, but
No, that's
if
it.
you feel
I don't have
if
any
you feel-
C skills on her.
if you feel ballsy and you don't mind spending a little bit of grails, you can use a Fallen Ashnard to give her the even attack wave.
Fallen
That
Ashes.
way- That way she can have attack wave every turn.
Wasn't
Uh,
Dorothea that, or yeah, not Dorothea, Deltia that had that?
I don't know who has that. I know there is a
Gosh,
grail.
Gosh,
I
I
don't
Fallen
know.
Delthea.
by the way,
Fallen Del-
Moon Knight
Fallen Delthea has odd. Has
No,
the
no.
odd way.
and
No,
Nino
who
has
has-
even, I think, right?
But no, Nino has even, doesn't she? Or sorry,
Yeah,
what
I
does
mean,
Nino have?
odd.
Nino
Venus
has.
is-
Go ahead,
Venus
go ahead.
is Eve.
Oh, by the way,
Venus is-
I'll get to Moon Knight's comment in a second. Let's just
Alright,
let's
so
just
you
feel.
know, okay.
Yeah, I saw it. Let's just deal with Burke's thing. What does Nino have again in her weapon refine?
I believe it's even attack wave.
Let's just-
Rowan, I
let's just
think
check the
odd.
make sure.
Let me check.
Bro,
check.
not- yeah.
Even, yeah, even number turns.
She is even.
Yes.
Alright,
Okay.
so that,
Okay,
that's
so
Fallen-
give-
I think it's Fallen Deltia then.
Yeah, you need
Fallen
Fallen
Delthea has
Delthea
odd.
for odd. I thought Nino had odd wave. That's why I said Ashnard, but
Or you could. Who has even speed wave? That's Walt has, Halloween
think
Waltz has
so.
even speed wave if I remember correctly, right?
I think
Alright.
so. Yeah, I think so. Even speed wave,
No, Seal slow.
that would
Yeah.
work.
So you could give her even speed wave as her C slot, and then for her sacred seal, you could give her either defense or res wave.
Just to bump up that blade tone power, baby.
Yeah, on even number turns, she just gets plus 18 attack.
My bad. Oh,
Well, okay, so Moon Knight. I mean, that's the basic statement of like, yeah, basic.
I don't
or like
have.
Christian.
I don't have any odd speed wave fodder that I could kill right now.
No, even speed is on Fallen Delthea.
Even speed, but like, isn't Nino's tome even?
there you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
So what
It's
Yeah.
what we're getting at is what you okay. So which option do you want to go? Do you want to have an
Well,
attack wave
well-
every turn, or do you want even turns to be super stacked?
Probably even turns, because you know, like he doesn't.
Okay,
The speed will get
but-
added to the attack, won't it? Like,
yes, it
Yes,
will.
it does add because that's how blade tomes work.
oh well.
That's how
Let's see.
Blade
The
turns.
people who have even speed wave are Shannon, Carla, and
How-
like my Valentine's. Like,
Yes, that's
Halloween-
pretty high.
yeah,
Halloween Walt has even speed wave, doesn't he?
Yeah. Can someone check that?
and let me
Well,
check
just-
the grails. Let me check the grails. I can
Yeah,
spend
just
the grails.
shoot the grails. Okay,
Yeah.
before too many comments flood the thing, I'm gonna read Moon Knight's thing. So, Moon Knight says, I've said it before, but I'll say it again. Christians get shit for not accepting people, but what us Christians should really do is love people and not always agree with their behavior. Of course, there's a certain philosophical flaw that people like to poke at, which I'll get to in a moment, Moon Knight. And it's one of those things that, like, we just have to deal with all the time. And I'll talk about that in a second. I'll read your next comment. As a Christian, I love and care about my friends, and I have to accept them for who they are. But thing is, people assume I have to like the decisions they make and not judge. I can love them, but not agree with what they do.
He has odd speed wave at like, yeah.
He
has it.
does. He has odd speed. Okay.
Yeah.
Tronic we'll get to your funny story, but I want to address something very serious that Moon Knight has brought up. And I think one of the biggest problems, and